Hi, everybody. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Welcome to our fifth meeting, which today is about a fairly hot topic, which is branches, and also some cool little tricks. You see up there the disclaimer. If you are looping or thinking of looping, you can silently raise your right hand and say that you understand that this is an experimental product. This is do-it-yourself. This is all up to you and your own risk. Nobody's forcing you to do anything, telling you to do anything, or doing it for you. So there you go. Please stay safe with this. Thank you. I'm going to turn this over to Kenny.
Sounds scary. Okay, you're doing such a good job. Okay, so I covered this one last time, talking about carb absorption. I just wanted to expand a little bit on how ISF impacts how many carbs are absorbed. And again, you guys have to go watch the video from last week to really jump into this, but I'll leave this up here so you guys can come back and reference it. But I tried to take you through this prediction screen and explains to you how Loop calculates carbohydrate impact. And basically it says carbs absorbed, how many you ate, divided by your carb ratio, times the ISF. So in a case of a 10-to-1 carb ratio, you ate 1 carb and you have 100 as your sensitivity. Loop expects that 1 gram of carbs will move you 10 mgdl, right? So, and again, with kids, you can see it's usually like 200 and sometimes higher, where 1 gram will move them 15, 20, 30 carbs. So just the idea here, you guys can probably, this will take a while for you to marinate over and see for yourself in your absorption screen, your ICE screen. But just want to let you know that ISF does play a part in the absorption, how many carbs it sees absorbed, and it's just expecting a certain amount of movement in your blood sugar based on your ISF. The more sensitive you are, the more movement per carb, and the less sensitive you are, the less your blood sugar will move with 1 gram of carbohydrate. So, and that is generally accurate. So I just added this here, and maybe I'll splice it into other video once we get the downloads. But there you go. There, that's probably gonna mess with a whole bunch of you. They didn't watch that video. So, but I did promise I would put that in here. So there we go. Someone else posted questions. You can set a temp. Yes, yeah, that's true. In the Ivan branch, he did add the ability to pick a temporary basal rate and actually tell it to run in open loop mode, which is super cool. That is very fun. Yes, and if you disconnect from a Riley link, that basal will run for up to 30 minutes. Another cool thing about automatic bolus is that you don't have that problem, right? So that one of the risks of increasing your maximum basal rate normally is that you could have that temp basal rate stuck running if you disconnect, and it might be too much and Loop can't turn it off. But with automatic bolus, you get your bolus up front, 40%, and then if you disconnect from Loop, then you don't end up getting more insulin. So it's a pro and con, but you won't get it stuck on a really high basal rate. But you also won't get any more insulin because it's only doing it through boluses. So it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse. Where you disconnect, I think it causes a little bit less of a problem than having a really high max basal and risking that being stuck on when you disconnect. So I think that's another benefit of.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Please be safe. Have a good day, and we'll catch up real soon.